The Loud House movie. Oh shit, sorry. The Casagrandes movie. Trailer. Man, I wonder why I got the name wrong. Huh. That's weird. Anyways, yeah, I knew this was a thing. I knew this was coming out. I think we've known for a little bit, maybe a few months, maybe a month. I don't know. And yeah, they just released the trailer. Oddly enough, whenever I release my damn speed run, I'm gonna have to post this. Gonna have to do back-to-back days of uploading here, I think, because I'm gonna get this video out probably as soon as possible. So probably today, as it is 1 a.m. right now, today. But yeah, it happened. This trailer is about a minute and 45 seconds, and pretty much, pretty much, the plot of this movie, it seems, is that it's Ronnie Yen's 12th birthday, and her family's taking her to Mexico. Sounds kind of familiar. Kind of reminds me of another family that went to another location, away from their home, but I could be wrong. Basically, they get there and some supernatural shit happens. Again, very, very, very familiar for some reason. And I guess they're going to have a final battle. At least it seems like that's what's going to happen, where all of them are going to have to team up. And man, just everything about that sounds so familiar. Okay, I'm going to cut the bullshit here. To tell you the truth, this trailer probably held my attention for about 30, 40 seconds. The first part of this trailer is fine. I was like, oh wow, we're actually gonna be getting some sort of interesting, thing where Ronnie Ann's like, oh, I want to go home. I don't want to stay here. And then the curse. I gotta tell you, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. As soon as that happened, I cried laughing, and I paused, and I had to, legitimately, for 2 minutes, had to kind of regain my composure and just kind of, and just pause. Oh, God, not again. So, I liked the Loud House movie. I don't really think it was a terrible film. I will say, full disclosure, I haven't watched it in shit probably ever since I first watched it for the review, honestly. Dude, I don't have an hour and 30 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm okay with watching an 11-minute Loud House episode here and there, but I never really went back to rewatch it because, quite frankly, I thought it was just going to be kind of the exact same idea, really. I still hold on to my review, and I still think I agree with most of the things I say, mostly. But of course, as age goes on, and the more I hear about other people's opinions about the movie, how it is basically being trashed, it kind of makes me reconsider it. But I would still call it a good movie. I don't think I'll ever call it a terrible movie personally, because it just wasn't that. I just don't see that. Maybe decent would be the lowest I could probably give that movie, but not at all terrible. I wouldn't ever call it that. But back to the Casagrandes movie. The difference between the Casagrandes and the Loud House, and I will go on and say this, is that the Casagrandes was at least focused on what it wanted to do throughout the entire series, which was basically be Season 3 Loud House. A little bit of fantasy, a little bit of slice of life. So I am in no way laughing at the fact that it has fantasy because it doesn't belong in the Casagrandes or something, because there are plenty of episodes that have those elements in there. It's just hilarious to me because it's literally pretty much the exact same thing, and they're not hiding it. The only difference is that they're not some type of ruler of, Mexico or something crazy like that. But, oh man, I don't know. Who knows? In the movie, there could be something. You never know. The plot honestly reminds me of this one, this is gonna be so off the wall, but it's the only thing that it reminded me of. Was a rocket power, movie, or a rocket power, I guess it was a TV movie. I think it was a TV movie. where they went to Hawaii, and the thing that reminded me of it was the curse part, where I think Twister is like he thinks he's cursed or something like that. Of course, two completely different shows. One is, extreme sports, slice of life, very, very slice of life. And then the other is a mixture of slice of life with fantasy and a few other things. But the way the Rocket Power one does it is it doesn't do it through like showing these like crazy visuals and these obviously crazy, like no way in hell it happens in the universe. Meanwhile, you have this where it's just like, oh god. I mean, Ronnie Ann had a skateboard. I mean, I'm not wrong. She's a rider on a mission. Let me think. Well, it's gonna talk about the visuals. The visuals are fine. They just look like the Loud House movie. Pretty much everything that I'm gonna say that's remotely positive is just because the Loud House movie did it. I guess I could say that at least this plot isn't as weird as the Loud House movie was. I guess the one good thing about the Loud House movie even existing and this coming out after, I guess we know it won't be so jarring, I guess, whenever we see this type of stuff in a movie like this. But I don't know if that's really a big positive, you know what I mean? Like, I want the movie to, like, wow me. I want the movie to shock me. I want it to, like, be above the series somehow, but I just don't really see how you could do it. Another thing, isn't it weird how this supposedly got canceled? Like, the show Casagrandes got canceled, and now they're coming out with a movie? Isn't that weird to anybody else? For all we know, because the Loud House got renewed for season 8, probably like a year late, really. I'm wondering if it was because of this movie. And here's another thing that I have a theory about. I wonder if the Casagrandes being canceled, quote unquote, was because of this movie as well. Think about it. The original Loud House movie, it was supposed to come out like relatively soon after the premiere. Around the height of the Loud House was whenever it was supposed to come out. But it never did. It was just kind of in this little limbo state of just not coming out. Then it kind of was like people weren't sure if it was actually going to happen or not. And then finally, whenever it happened, everyone was like, oh my god, it's actually happening. I'm wondering if they learned from their first attempt and they were like, okay, let's just pause all production, everything to the movie, nothing else. SpongeBob did it, didn't they? I swear they did for one of their movies. Could be wrong about that, but I think they did. I think they paused production, I want to say. Could we see Casa Grande Season 4? I don't know, but I mean, who knows? Dude, honestly, I wouldn't complain. I'm just saying, I wouldn't complain. I was actually really starting to enjoy the Casagrandes. I really was. I was starting to really enjoy it. Anyways, theory over. That was all the big theory. Big old theory. But I think that's a really, really... like it's a good idea, I think, of what might have happened, but I'm not really too sure. I'm only a person behind a phone, you know what I mean? I can't really do much. Anyways, I will want to see you guys soon. This trailer, I don't really think I'm gonna judge it based off of anything crazy. I just kind of wanted to give you guys my thoughts about it, really. I'll watch the trailer whenever it comes out on the 22nd next month. And, I guess we'll be doing a review of the Casagrandes movie. So, guys, I guess I'll go and see you guys soon. Take care, everybody.